Talk about waiting to the last minute to do this one, huh? So, yeah, arc thoughts time. So, after waiting, because the arc that's being covered this month is a Fishman Island, which which at the time was built up for several years. And yeah, don't mind the hair. I just took a cold shower or whatever. Those are hard to get back. It's hard to get used to those again, isn't it? Anyway, so I'll never forget when the Fishman Island arc was being published weekly, because I was a sophomore in college when this was going on, and this is actually an arc where, like Skypiea, people are going to look back on this arc and say, wow, it really helped build the world of One Piece, as to when, upon it first being published, a lot of people thought it was just okay, not really the greatest. A lot of that really does stem from the villains of the arc, which are just a bunch of racist zealots and Horty Jones and everybody else. And a lot of people didn't really find the new fisherman pirates, threatening in any way. Me personally, I was kind of like that too, but it was really more for the fact that, okay, the Straw Hats have literally been training for over 2 years to prepare for stuff like this. Of course, when they fight these guys, it's going to be an overwhelming victory for the Straw Hats. And it was. It was awesome. I will be the one to admit, I like this arc. I do. I liked it when it was first being published then, and, I really enjoy it now for how much it really helped, build the world. I mean, so many things were revealed in the Fishman Island arc. I mean, the fact that Sea Kings can actually communicate with each other, provided that you're able to hear the voice of all things. Shirahoshi, but actually, let me talk about Shirahoshi for a second. She was also very polarizing, because a lot of people didn't like how, for the most part, she just cries a lot. But the more I see her now, the more I think, by all accounts, she really did act like a typical princess would. Scared, especially considering the fact that you were locked up in a tower for your own protection from this one guy named Vanderdecken, who's trying to both marry you, and if you don't marry him, he'll kill you, sort of thing. What did you expect? That's exactly how anyone would act. So I don't really find her that bad at all. And the fact that Shirahoshi is legit one of the 3 ancient weapons, Poseidon, which, one of the 3 ancient weapons was revealed, Poseidon. And for those of you who don't know, there are 3 ancient weapons in One Piece: Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus. And Pluton was a battleship. We don't know what it looks like, we just know it was a battleship. Poseidon is obviously the mermaid princess. Uranus is the only one we don't know about. And what makes Poseidon so dangerous is the fact that it can legit talk to Sea Kings. And Sea Kings are, the giant sea monsters in the world of One Piece. Basically, this thing could really destroy the entire world if, it was inclined to do so. So, there you go. And I really gotta say, it was great seeing the Straw Hats all back together again, because it really made those interactions that I've come to know and love over the years just all the better. Even more so when you consider the fact that, they totally defeated the new Fishman pirates just like that. And I also need to say this is the first time that all 10 Straw Hat Pirates were together and fighting in the battle. Yes, 10, because Jinbei was there. I love Jinbei. Jinbei is awesome. And, you know, I mean, yeah, it was a bit of a cock tease when, you know, Jinbei couldn't quite join yet. But, yeah, like, the second I heard, you know, Luffy wanted Jinbei to join the crew, and he really did want to, like, yeah, yes! And then we got away and like, oh, I'm so sad. But, you know, it made all that wait till now that we're in Wano all the better. And I finally have to talk about the main theme of this arc, which is racism. Because it was touched a little bit in the Arlong arc as to Fishman's prejudice towards humans. But believe it or not, you really get a glimpse of that here in Fishman Island. I mean, yeah, Horty Jones and the new Fishman pirates are a bunch of racist zealots, but you kind of understand how the world nobles will take anyone and just completely, you know, treat you like a slave and be absolutely horrible to you. And it's just horrible. It really is. I mean, you have Fisher Tiger, who hates humans so much that he literally died because he wouldn't accept a blood transfusion from human blood. Oh yeah, fun fact for you. In the world of One Piece, humans, mermen, or merpeople, and fishmen all have the same kind of blood. So theoretically, if you're watching this, obviously you're a human. But if you need a blood transfusion and Fishman blood was obviously the right type of blood, like, you know, in this case, you know, A blood only goes with A blood and so on and so forth. Yeah, you can totally get a blood transfusion. It's actually quite neat when you think about that. And then you have Otohime, who really wanted to push for peace between humans and fishmen. And, you know, you see both sides of the argument. So I really think the best part of the arc really came to when Luffy needed a blood transfusion and Jinbei was the one who gave him his blood. I love that scene. I love that scene so much. I used to watch that scene over and over again in the anime just because it was such a beautiful moment. So, yeah. Fishman Island arc really is the kind of arc where if you're reading it for the first time, you're probably not really going to enjoy it as much as other arcs, just simply because it's really more of a meta world building sort of thing. But when you look back on it later, you're going to enjoy it more and more. And that's how I've always felt about it. And, yeah. You probably noticed I'm wearing the flannel pajamas one last time. It's the last day of February. Why not, you know? So I'm probably going to, you know, wash these and hang them up until next year. And with that said, I have a few minutes till America's Got Talent stream comes on. So I'm going to watch that and prepare for tomorrow's video on that. So like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social media, YouTube. I am very homely this video for all of you guys watching Joe for today. And we had a wonderful Monday today. And remember, if you guys want to talk to me, we're here to land heroes. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. Now, if you excuse me, I also have to prepare for a certain month tomorrow. Take care.